Brilliant.
In 1997, Italian film Life is Beautiful. A father and his son were taken to a Nazi concentration camp. But instead of allowing the horrors of war to destroy his son's soul, father created a game. The first who gets 1,000 points will win a real tank. The enemies, just a part of the game. The hunger is challenges to overcome. The hiding is following the rule. The prize is safety. So the little boy was smiling in the middle of hell. It wasn't just a story about imagination. It is the story about interpretation. It's a story about the difference between trauma and traumatic event and the important role of relationship, empathy, and love. So let's distinguish the two. What is trauma? What is traumatic event? Traumatic event is something external. It happens outside of us. It's something that happens in life. Trauma, though, is what and how our nervous system handles the event. In the words of Gabor Mate, trauma is not something that happens to you. It's rather what happens inside of you. In the concentration camp, the war, the absence of separation with a mother, those people who were dying in the gas chambers, that was the ugliness of the situation. It was external. And the father didn't neglect it or didn't avoid it. He understood it so deeply that he decided to transcend the present so he could save the future of his son from trauma. So in Life is Beautiful, the father chose the frame of a game to protect his son's emotional safety. It wasn't a delusion. It was an intentional shaping of something that happens inside of the little boy. The father could do nothing, and the boy would be fearful, feeling helpless. Or now we have the enthusiasm and self activation toward a goal in the boy. A father was teaching his son how to engage with life on your terms, how to protect the beauty of life, not by avoiding the ugliness or numbing yourself, but by staying present, alert, and creative in personal storytelling. So here we see how traumatic event could be interpreted differently and how trauma potentially could be avoided. The creative playfulness of the father, that's something I want to leave with you if in case you want to watch the film. But the last scene of the film was a clear answer to the question, was the game of the father effective? And the answer, the impact of the game on this boy. And I'm curious if you would consider that and a happy end. I know that everybody likes a personal connection of the story to the speaker's life. I don't have any game in my life, but I have a viewpoint I want to share with you today. Not as a truth, but just a lens that you can use, for example, while watching a film or in your life to bring even more meaningfulness to it. My view is influenced by Italian American physicist Federica Fagin and his theory of conscious quantum field. I believe that each of us is a state of this quantum field, ever changing process through which the field expresses itself, develops itself, expands itself. So, our authentic way of being, our unique experiences do matter because they help the field to be aware of itself, be developing and expanding. And from this expansion point, I want to bring you back to the film and see how the actions, proactive approach to life of the father created a space for his son to express himself differently in the future, to experience life in totally different way that could be alternatively. And I have a question, of course, for you. Can you imagine how beautiful life can be if we see each other as connected states of the whole? If we have this curiosity to each other and help each other to create our own experiences, our common experiences, because we can choose the expression of our future like a father chose the future for his son out of love, because life is beautiful.